Hey ladies and gentlemen, Alan here with Corp Nation, and thank you for being a part of Corp Nation. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button and get valuable information on business tips, techniques, and information on how you should set that business up and how to grow it. Hey, we're all about empowering entrepreneurs. Now, I get the question, what is a partnership? There are two types. There's one within an LLC and one just as a kind of like a sole proprietor. It's super easy to set up. I'm going to talk about the sole proprietor one first. It's easy to start the business. And in some states, you actually don't even need legal document. If the two of you actually agree verbally and you say, hey, we're partners in on this, then you can be found legal if there's legal trouble, and you can be found liable within that business. States like California, you can actually form a partnership without even a single document. Now, number two is it's super simple to set up if you are going to set up some kind of legal paperwork, which we always highly recommend. Never just do something verbal. Write down what you expect of each other, what you're going to do, who's doing what, and that kind of stuff. And then number three, the maintenance is super easy. Those are the pros. It doesn't take a lot of, you don't have to do minutes and bylaws and all the stuff that you have to do within corporations. Not that that's that hard, but it's super simple to start a partnership. Now, the cons, and really honestly, if you want my honest opinion, I suggest never doing a partnership. That's my personal honest opinion, but here's a couple of cons for you. One, you're gonna pay a lot more in self-employment tax as you pull money out of the bank than any other entity like a LLC or a corporation or S corporation, things like that. Number two, no asset protection. If something goes wrong, you both get sued, you lose all your assets, your home, everything done, gone, right? And liability, number three, this is the final thing, so I guess I was going to share a few things, not a couple things. But number three, you're personally liable for your partner's decisions. So let me just give you a case scenario. So two ladies were in the same meeting with a bunch of other ladies, and they were talking about what they're doing and what they want to do in the future and just having some fun chit-chatting and having lunch. One of the ladies said, you know, I finally got a little bit of money saved up. I really want to start a little bakery, but I don't know how to do it, and it would just be so neat. And the other lady said, hey, I know how to start a bakery. I worked at a bakery. I know exactly all the ins and outs, but I don't happen to have any money. Can I put in some sweat equity? And they said, yeah, let's do it. So they agreed to be partners. So the one lady with no money, they went out and she found a building. They looked at it and she said, okay. So she took the money from the other lady, got the building, started to get equipment, started to remodel. And as she was remodeling and getting equipment and ordering all the supplies and all that kind of stuff, the lady who had the money ran out of money. And so the other lady who didn't have the money is saying, hey, well, we need more because we're not ready to open. We got all this stuff. She's like, I don't know. I got to raise some money. I got to go find some. I got to go get a loan. And the lady with no money decided, I'm not putting up with this. And she bounced. She took off, moved to another state, found another boy over there, a boyfriend, and just took off. But the thing is the lady who had the money was now liable for the lease, was now liable for the purchase of the equipment, was now liable for all the supplies coming in. And think about this. Usually in a lawsuit, the only people that win are lawyers. And when lawyers come in to fix or remedy this situation, they look at the lady with no money and say, not worth it. They're not going to do anything. Zero, zilch, nada. She owns nothing, has no money coming in. So basically, the one partner is stuck with having to figure out how to pay for this, and now they begin to sue and go after her home because it's the only money she had. So ladies and gentlemen, be very careful. At the very minimal, if you're going to do a partnership, do it within an LLC. That brings some guidance and some protection. I personally recommend, here's what I recommend for you. You get an S corporation, and then you are 51% owner. They could be 49 or even less. And then that way you call the shots. Nothing they do can get you into legal trouble because they can't make decisions for the company. And we can set an LLC up in a situation like that. So look for my video on what is a partnership within an LLC, and I'll go over some of those details. So give us a call if you need any help. Hey, we look forward to hearing back from you. Remember, empowering entrepreneurs, that's what we're about. You're not alone.